For as long as it has existed, American Idol has been a platform that not only unearths undiscovered talent, but also encourages the growth and development of people who are interested in becoming artists. During the time that the show has been running, it has provided us with a glimpse into the lives of individuals who are courageous enough to pursue their ambitions on a national platform. On the other hand, the mentors and judges who assist shape the participants' pathways are equally as important as the contestants themselves in terms of making the program unique. One of the most revered personalities in this process is Lionel Richie, the iconic musician whose life experiences and sage advice have influenced the path that countless individuals have traveled in their pursuit of their dreams. Gabby Samone, whose journey from a hopeful audition to a contestant in the 2025 season finale has been nothing short of inspirational, has been the target of Lionel's attention this season. He has been focusing on a girl who has performed very well. Lionel Richie gives an honest interview in which he discusses his sentiments regarding Gabby's journey. He reflects on her development, the difficulties she has faced, and the unique spark that she brings to the stage. First impressions of Gabby in the beginning. From the moment Gabby stepped onto the stage, I could sense something special. Lionel begins, his voice brimming with appreciation for everything that Gabby has accomplished. Immediately, I was drawn to her because she exuded an extraordinary and unfiltered energy. It's true that there are moments when you hear a voice and you immediately realize that it has the capacity to connect with other people. That belongs to Gabby. Indeed, the judges and the audience were profoundly affected by Gabby Samone's first audition. The audience was also profoundly affected. Her voice was a delightful combination of easy power and deep soul, with just the right amount of vulnerability to give it a distinctive edge. A further statement made by Lionel is as follows. It is not just about having a good voice. It is about knowing how to tell a story through song. It wasn't enough for Gabby to simply sing. She became the song. That is what sets her apart from everyone else. The combination of Gabby's experience in church music and her exposure to a wide range of musical styles has resulted in the formation of her particular musical style. The musicality that she possesses is a result of her upbringing, says Lionel. Despite the fact that she has such a strong connection to her roots, she is not hesitant to venture beyond them into new territory. This is one of the things that I admire most about Gabby. She is unafraid to pursue her artistic goals. What are the obstacles to growth? Every trip on American Idol is not devoid of difficulties, and Gabby's path was not an exception to this rule. A pattern that frequently appears with many outstanding participants was something that Lionel saw throughout the early rounds of the competition. This trend was the battle to push their boundaries and evolve beyond what they had already mastered. One thing I noticed early on with Gabby was that she had such a natural, smooth vocal delivery, Lionel reveals in detail. On the other hand, she was initially playing things safe, just like many other singers do. She had the ability to sing, and she had the ability to sing brilliantly. But there was a feeling that she was playing it safe, almost as if she was afraid to venture outside of her comfort zone. At that moment, I realized that it was my responsibility to assist her in developing the confidence to take chances. Throughout the entirety of the competition, Lionel actively collaborated with Gabby to help her improve her artistic abilities and to encourage her to go more deeply into her performances. If I were to tell her, "You are not just a singer, you are an artist," I would say. As he explains, you have to have faith in your own voice and take the audience on a journey with you throughout the performance. The instant that she began to let go of that dread was the very moment that she experienced a breakthrough. When she saw it, it was almost as if a light bulb had suddenly struck her. The shift that Gabby went through was, according to Lionel, a significant turning point in her growth. From the moment she began to embrace that bravery, it became quite evident to me that she was prepared to proceed to the next stage. Her performances started to grow more strong, more passionate, and more genuine as time went on. The relationship that Gabby has with the audience. When it comes to Gabby Samone's path, one of the most distinguishing characteristics has been her capacity to connect with the audience. Gabby has the remarkable ability to make every song her own, whether it is through her heartfelt versions of traditional ballads or her daring adaptations of contemporary blockbusters. It is one of the attributes that Lionel considers to be among her most admirable. I believe that a lot of people underestimate how difficult it is to make people feel something with just a microphone and a spotlight, said the speaker. The fact that Gabby is able to make her audience feel as though they are right there with her is something that Lionel says with some reflection. She brings a level of vulnerability to the stage that is quite uncommon. She seems to be expressing something along the lines of, "This is me, and I'm not afraid to show you who I am." The way to establish a relationship with other people is to do so. The emotional intelligence that Gabby possesses has been on full show for the entirety of the competition. The rendition of Alicia Keys' "If I Ain't Got You" that Lionel remembers as one of the most unforgettable performances she has ever given throughout the years. There was something about that performance that was so raw and so real, he says in his memory. When Gabby sang, she was not simply being a performer. Rather, she was expressing the tale of her own life and the challenges that she had faced. It was nothing short of miraculous how she was able to communicate the feeling that the music was trying to convey. The honesty of Gabby is credited by Lionel as the reason for her ability to connect with her audience. It is with total conviction that he asserts, she is not attempting to be anyone else. She is unapologetically herself, and that's what makes her so compelling to watch. Taking on the role of a mentor. Lionel Richie, in his role as a mentor, has always shared the belief that the power of guidance and support is immense. He regards his position on the American Idol judging panel as more than just a means of providing feedback on performances. Rather, he views it as an opportunity to cultivate talent and assist participants in developing into well-rounded artists. According to Lionel, mentorship is about more than just giving advice, he explains. The goal is to establish a setting in which the artist can freely explore, experiment, and even make mistakes without fear of repercussions. If you are terrified of making mistakes, you will never be able to progress. When it comes to Gabby, I have always made an effort to develop that place for her. The transformation of her from a young woman with untapped ability to an artist who recognizes the power of her own voice is something I've witnessed firsthand. Lionel recognizes the significance of establishing a solid support structure, both on and off the stage, and he wants to emphasize this point. Gabby is surrounded by outstanding members of her team. Those who have been a part of this trip include not just me, but also her family, her friends, and the other contestants who have been a part of it. This sense of community has been essential in assisting her in remaining grounded and focused during the entirety of this journey, with an eye towards the future. In spite of the fact that Gabby Samone is continuing her journey on American Idol, Lionel Richie continues to be a profound influence on her growth. He exclaims with a sense of joy, "I am so proud of how far she has reached." However, the most enjoyable aspect is being aware that she is only beginning her journey. I can't wait to see what Gabby does next, since she has so much more to offer than what she has already given. According to her, the sky is the limit. It is impossible to deny the promise that Gabby possesses, and the fact that Lionel has faith in her is a demonstration of the tremendous talent and development that she has demonstrated throughout the competition. It is not enough to just emerge victorious from a competition after all is said and done. Finding your voice, sharing your narrative, and making an impact on people through your music are all important aspects of this. All of that has been accomplished by Gabby, and she will continue to do so for many years to come. Gabby Samone is a great example of what can happen when raw talent is combined with hard effort, mentorship, and a profound, honest connection with the audience. In the world of American Idol, where dreams are formed and crushed with every performance, Gabby Samone is a shining example of what can happen. With Lionel Richie by her side, it is impossible to predict how far this exceptional singer will go in her performance career. The journey that Gabby is on is just the beginning, Lionel says as he draws to a close with a smile. She's destined for greatness, and I'm honored to have been part of her story.